What is going on, everybody? I hope you are doing well. My name is Mike Sexton. I'm the junior high pastor here at the Herd, and I'm also with, just right over there, my main squeeze, Jacob Allen Nielsen, our high school pastor of the Way. He's over here getting excited. But I'm coming to you with our very first weekly devotional for our summer programming in junior high and high school ministry. As you know, we're not able to meet as a youth ministry yet. And so we wanted to kind of provide something for you each week that was a little bit more simple than like our Sunday night messages and all of those sorts of things. Just a weekly devotional of something we wanted you as our junior high and high school students to really wrestle with for this week. The thing we really want you to focus on, though, on top of the things that we're going to be coming out on social media, is starting on July 12th at 6:30 p.m. here at the church. We're actually going to be meeting for what are called Bethany Nights. And so these are a family event. We want you and your whole family to come out. If your family can't come, we still want you to be here so you can hang out with myself and Jacob and then maybe even your small group leaders that are there. That's going to be the main focus of us getting together as a youth ministry throughout the summer until the guidelines really change. And so today I wanted to go through a passage that has really challenged me lately in my prayer life. If you've been paying attention to our main services on Sunday morning at Bethany Church, we have been going through a series on the topic of prayer. And it's really had me wrestling with how I pray. If I pray persistently, meaning do I pray asking God over and over and over again for the things that I want him to answer? Am I willing to continually go to him over and over and over again about those things? Or is it just I ask God one time and if he doesn't answer me right away, I'm frustrated and upset that he hasn't answered my prayer yet? And so I'm going to read a passage out of James chapter 1, and it says this in verse 5. But if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all generously and without reproach, and it will be given to him. But he must ask in faith without any doubting. For the one who doubts is like the surf of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. For that man ought not to expect that he will receive anything from the Lord, being a double-minded man, unstable in his ways. This verse just struck me because I know so many times there's things that I ask God for, and I ask and I don't receive it very quickly, or I doubt that he's going to give it to me, or that it's something that he wants to give to me at times. Like obviously, sometimes we ask for things and it's not a part of God's will for our lives. There's a different direction. Sometimes the answer is no. But I do find myself a lot of times in my prayer life asking God for things. And then when I don't get an answer when I want it, I stop asking. I stop believing that he wants to give me that thing or that he cares about me or that he loves me. It's not that I question those things, but I get frustrated when I don't get what I want. And so the question is in this passage for me is, am I asking in faith? Am I willing to continually go to God saying, God, I want to lay this thing before you. I want my friend at school to put their faith and trust in Jesus. I want my grandfather who doesn't know who you are. He's getting older now. I want him to know you, God. Like I want him to put his faith and trust in you before he gets too old or before he passes away. Am I willing to continually ask in faith, waiting for him to answer? And I think so many times I've talked to students and even in my own experience, I get tired of asking. I get tired of being persistent in prayer, or my faith when I pray, the faith kind of diminishes. I start to doubt whether or not God is going to answer that prayer or not. And so I want to challenge you guys as you are thinking about your life, as you're praying or you're asking God for things, whether it's something that you're personally struggling with, or whether it's something you want God to do in a friend's life or in a family relationship or whatever it is. My question to you is are you willing to continue to knock on that door, continue to ask in faith, and continue to do that until God answers you? And sometimes that answer is going to be no. And then if the answer is no, are you willing to still say, I know God is good. I know his will for my life is better than what I want for my life. Are we willing to do that as Christ followers, or are we sitting here going to get frustrated and we're going to stop asking God, saying God doesn't care about me because he hasn't answered my prayer in the way that I wanted him to? And so I want to challenge you guys. I don't know what it is you're wrestling with right now. I don't know the things that you're struggling with, but I want to encourage you when you pray to pray and ask in faith and to not just do it once, but to continue to knock on that door, waiting and knowing that God will answer your prayer. I love you guys. I know that is a lot harder said than done, but I want to challenge you because I'm being challenged in this as well. Until next time, we love you guys. Make sure to tune in on Thursday for our podcast. We got some really cool topics that we're going to be tackling in the next few weeks, and then a funny video on Friday. We love you guys. We'll see you later. Peace.